Now that we have our posts set, we'll show you how to install the wood fence panels. To start with, you want to figure out where you are going to begin. I always like to start at the corner with the highest elevation on a lot that has some slope to it, or maybe even at a high point that is in the center of the fence line, which we are going to be doing in this case. It is easier to start by holding your first panel as close to the ground as you want it and have a larger space under the other end. Now that you've found where you want your starting point, decide how far you would like your fence to be off the ground at its closest point. Put a mark on your starting post at 2 inches off the ground and secure one of your panel support brackets to the post with the attached bungee cord. Make sure it is on your mark and place the small hand level on the bracket to level it. This bracket does not have to be perfectly centered on the post. The bungee cord will automatically hold it plenty close to the center. Now, drill 2 1/8-inch diameter holes into the post through the holes on the face of your bracket and secure it with the 2 1-inch by 1/4-inch lag bolts provided. Next, take our adjustable leveling bar and set the length the same distance as the width of your fence panels. In this case, it is 96 inches. Now, level across from your first bracket to the next fence post and place another mark on it. Attach another support bracket the same way you did the first one. Next, you get to do the lifting part. Take our fence panel grabber and slip it under one end of the panel, moving it to the center of the panel. These panels can be very heavy and awkward to move by yourself, but it can be done with this tool. It is much easier if you have 2 fence panel grabbers and 2 people. Now, you lift the panel into place on top of the brackets you installed and tip it up into place. The lip on the bracket will hold the panel from slipping off. Now, have someone hold the panel in place. Next, make sure the panel is centered between the posts at the bottom and secure it into place at the bottom with the manufacturer's recommended fasteners. Now, you want to make sure your panel is still square and has not been tweaked one way or the other when it was hauled or moved around. If you are centered on the 2 posts at the bottom and secured, you should be centered at the top. Check both posts to make sure they are level and see if you are centered on either one at the top. If you are centered on one post at the top, go ahead and fasten it to the post. If one post or the other is not perfectly level, which is very common, you just have to bend it into place so you have the same distance showing at the top and bottom of the panel. As you straighten the posts, hold them in place and secure the panels to them. Install all of the needed fasteners and you're ready to move on to the next panel.